Welcome to another edition of our Gateway Courses video, which are aimed at founders, entrepreneurs, marketing professionals, anybody who's interested in marketing. So if this is your sort of thing, please follow us, or even better, like the video. Now, today you can see we've got a guest, a special guest. This is Darlén Martinez from Dilmard Couture. Now, Darlene and I met on an Oxford lifelong learning course in the summer where she was a very active participant when I was talking about branding and marketing and all of those sort of things. And we've kept in touch. And I'm very curious about her business, which is a fashion business, which is a competitive market to get in. So I thought it'd be useful to have a chat and learn all about how Darlene goes about marketing it and setting it up. So Darlene, it's lovely to see you and talk to you. Tell me a little bit about when you set up Dilmard Couture and what was the inspiration for it.
Hi, Joe. Thank you for having me here, and it's a pleasure to be constantly in contact with you. I really learned a lot in that course. So thank you again. And well, yeah, Dilmar Couture. It's my fashion project. I started 1 year ago. I was wondering myself which business, which industry should I choose? Because I always wanted to create something by myself. Um, and I didn't really know what to do, but when the moment came, I immediately knew it was going to be fashion. I started creating designs. I started creating ideas in my mind and content. And so after it, I had to choose a
Right.
name. And I also didn't know which name should I choose. So I just chose Dilmard, which means both of the names of my grandparents, Dilia and Mariano, Dilmard. And everything happened suddenly, and it was actually really exciting. About my inspiration for it, I think it comes from my
Right.
blood because I didn't know about this when I created Dilmard, but my grandparents made what they had from the fashion industry. My mom told me this after they died. I had no idea, but they were also making clothes. They had a lot of stores actually back in the times, and well, I think it comes
So
from
it
that.
was almost in your blood, you could say.
I think yes, because I actually remember when I was little, a lot of designs, pieces of clothes, combination, colors. I remember they came to my mind, and I did really never pay attention to it. I just continued with my life, and yeah, but until I decided to just go on with it, and it was always in the back of my
So when
mind.
you had
Yeah.
that inspiration, you decided to do it. Had you been to art school? Had you been to fashion college in terms of design, or was it something you just instinctively knew that you wanted to do?
No, I never went to fashion school. I was always studying arts. I was always really creative, and my life was always based in
Right.
artistic studies, but never into design school. I think it really comes from my inside and from something about
And
my
that's very
grandparents.
interesting because sometimes when people decide they want to set up a business or they do something, it's the passion and the fire that actually drives them. They're not necessarily that qualified in something. There are lots of entrepreneurs who go off and suddenly have ideas and want to do something. But you have actually chosen a very competitive business. I mean, all businesses are competitive up to a point, but fashion and design, creativity, all of those sort of things. The big question is, and I've seen some of your wonderful videos, and if you haven't seen them, then if you're watching this, then you need to go to your Instagram and your TikTok feed, which we'll put in the notes. But tell me, what is video, I suppose, your preferred method for generating awareness and communicating the Dilmar Couture brand?
Well, I decided to make high quality content because Dilmart is a high fashion project. My inspiration is to arrive to make haute couture. So I think when you want to create something luxury, something sophisticated, you need to do it as best as you can. So I decided that all my content was going to be in a high quality and well recorded, so the people can understand everything good, the people can see everything good, and yeah, and it
And
looks
and I think in
good.
terms of the videos that I've watched, which are sort of, professionally executed, they look great, and you can see the quality of the material. Is this all go back to your values as a business in terms of quality and execution?
Yes, of course. Everything in Dilmard has to do with our values. Well, I'm also a marketing student
I know.
at university. So I think actually what I chose also has to do with marketing because it's mainly a fashion industry, but it also has a lot of marketing. So that's why I love what I'm doing right now because it has my two patients together. And yeah, as a marketing student, I know every brand needs to have some values because your values represent who the people are when they wear your clothes. So if I sell a Dilmar piece to someone and they're wearing it, they have to feel identified with our values, which are class, sophistication, tradition, family, loyalty, sensuality. So if they like those values, when they see the videos, when they watch the mini movies I make, and when they wear our clothes, it's all connected. And so they feel exactly what I want to express when I do everything at Dilmart, from the designs to the pieces to the colors to the
And
content,
and so you've got a
everything.
clear sense of who your target audience is in term the fact that they have to respond to your values and the quality of the designs.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would love to. I would love to have clients that really feel what I feel with Dilmart. Clients that know the values of family, of tradition. Like our pieces are high fashion and they are the best quality, not only because of luxury means wearing something expensive. No, luxury for us it means that a piece of clothes it's so high quality that you can have it in your family for generations, so you can give it to your daughter can give it to her daughter, and it's like a really exclusive and a special piece from your family, and it has some real
That's
value.
that's that's
Yeah,
very interesting
that's
because nowadays when there's so much
yeah,
throwaway fashion, fast fashion, you're going
yeah.
down the exclusive route of saying this is a
Yes.
legacy piece if you look after it and
Yeah,
treat it.
that's exactly what I want. I I'm a person that I love tradition, like for example, we don't always have the people we love forever in our family. So in somehow if we keep traditions alive, we also keep them alive. So I would love deal more pieces to mean this for the people. Yeah, it's something exclusive. It's something luxury. Not only because it's expensive, but also because it has some magical and some magical and big feeling
So,
behind.
in terms of the marketing you're doing and the videos and the TikToks and all of those sort of things, is that starting to deliver results in terms of you're getting customers? And so, I suppose first of all, the first question is it generating results for you? And the second is where is your customer base? Is it all over the world or is it primarily in Spain?
Well, at the moment, I'm not really getting all the investments I've made in Dilmart because I'm also a student, so I all my time doesn't go only for Dilmart. I do part my marketing studies, part my Dilmart project brand, and it's really not still generating big results, but I can honestly I can tell you I don't care. I do it because of I love it. And once my grandpa he told me, look, Darlene, the successful people are the people who becomes the best in something, and these people, they don't really notice that because they just become the best because they are really patient about that, so they don't stop doing it until they are successful. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I have to do and what I feel I have to do, and I just want to let success to come back to me whenever it has to come. And I feel really happy every time I create a piece or a content for Dilmard. And well, it's not generating big results, but it's actually starting to generate results. I have some
Right.
customers actually from around the world. I don't really focus in where I live right now because, you know, I've traveled a lot. I know a lot of people, and I live in Spain, but I'm a really international person. So I have a lot of international friends. So my brand goes to anyone out there who wants to have a Dilmar
He
design. I don't have like only one place
he sounds like a very
to base.
wise man, your grandfather.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. When he said that, I think I was leader when he said that, but I never forgot that sentence because it's actually
So
true.
the lesson that comes out
If you do
is
something,
not just persistence, it's about the patience, being patient, and sort of focusing in terms of what you actually believe in and not being put off by things. I mean, this actually then raises an interesting question because you're young, you're ambitious, you've got a sense of what you want to do. What do you think are the big challenges for young fashion entrepreneurs, people such as yourself? What sort of advice would you give somebody who is trying to do what you're doing?
okay. I have the perfect answer for that because there's no doubt the biggest challenge is to figure out how to do things. For example, you start in the fashion business, in the fashion industry, and you want to get fabrics to make your clothes, or you want to know where to get your clothes from so you can sell it. And then you start wondering yourself, oh my God, how do I contact them? Should I contact them in China? Should I contact them in Bangladesh? Should I contact them in Spain because it's bigger quality? How email, phone, like how to do things. You know, you have to investigate so much, but actually, that's something you have to do by yourself. Well, if you have parents or some family
Yes.
that is into the fashion industry, it's much easier because they can guide you a little bit. They can give you some networks, some contacts. But when you do it from zero, as I did, for example, you have to spend hours and hours investigating everything, scaling Google to look for suppliers, manufacturers, just call them or talk to them by email, just find out if they're scammers or not. And there's so much things you have to figure out. Also, one of the biggest challenges is when you find when you find the people to work with. That's horrible because, you know, I feel nowadays some people just doesn't want to really work because they are not passionate about what they do. That's what we were talking before, you know. So you can know how to do something, but when you don't have patience, then you don't make the people to work who works with you to
So
feel good.
if I
So
can interrupt, is it the idea then of finding people who sort of think and operate in the similar way to you, so you don't have any conflict and you're all on the same team?
yes, yes, yes. When you look for someone, you try to look for the best. No, oh, I'm gonna find the best seamstress. I'm gonna find the best supplier. But what you actually need to do is who finds someone that works good with your personality. Because even if you have the best seamstress in the market, then when you work with her or with him, if you don't understand each other, you're gonna have conflicts, and then the work is not gonna go good anyways. So you have to start from the beginning, looking for another person who can work with you, who understands you, and this is really
What
complicated.
you're
This
talking
is
about,
really
which is very interesting, is about how setting up a culture which is the right culture for you as a business as you grow.
Yeah, the culture has, it's what you asked me before. So you want customers who feel your values and who have like a certain lifestyle, so you can understand each other. So the people you work with has to be the same. So they need to understand your culture. They need to understand you want, for example, in my case, that you want quality. You want to work with people that have your standards, that understand your standards. You know that that's the things as you want them to.
These are
Yeah,
really
it's
great
you have to
tips and
understand.
insight for somebody who's setting up and going it alone. One final question for you, Darlene. What does success look like for you?
Okay, so this is really fun. I'll tell you, success looks like me in my 20 million yacht, just enjoying. Yeah, of course. Like it also looks like this. I'm a Taurus, so but what it really looks like, it goes deeper than that for me. So what it really looks like, it's that you wake up every day to something, that you wake up every day to a reason, to a life that you love, that you are obsessed with. And so you don't have to wake up and say, oh my god, now today I have to go to my annoying business just to make some money. No, you wake up and you're happy and you say, oh, today I'm designing some wonderful dresses for this amazing person, and she's going to look as best as ever. And yeah,
I
so
think that,
it's success looks like I can wake up every day to do what I really like and enjoy it and make money out of that. That's how it
well, I
looks
think
like.
I've really enjoyed talking to you. It's absolutely fascinating. And I'm going to wish you lots and lots of luck because I know I'll be following your progress on this. For those who are interested and they want to see your videos and follow you, what do they need to do?
Okay, so Dilmard Couture, it's mainly in Instagram. In Instagram, we post if we post a piece, we post a link to get the piece. We post all the contact, how to get in touch with us. You can see all our
Okay.
content, our videos, our collections. So I would say if you follow Dilmard Couture in Instagram, you can just be in touch with
Okay.
us
Well,
for
well,
everything.
let's leave it there. And if you've enjoyed listening and watching this, and I can't imagine that anybody wouldn't, then I think we'd like you to subscribe to Gateway Courses and like it. And once again, thank you very, very much. And it's lovely to see you again, Darlen.
Thank you, Joe. I hope that you
Of
invite me
course I will.
again so we can keep talking. And well, I wish you a lot of luck also with your baby YouTube channel. I think you and Sam are making a really, really nice job, and it's really interesting everything you post. So I'll keep watching you guys, and thank you so much
Well,
for
that's
having
very
me.
kind of you. Bye bye.